Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of my playthrough for Final Fantasy VIII. In this video we will be finally visiting Trabia Garden, which as we know was Selphie's school, or Selphie's garden. And if you remember correctly in the beginning of Disc 2, we heard that Trabia Garden was already hit by the missiles. And here she acknowledges it. It was a direct hit, unfortunately, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and check up on Selphie's people, see how everyone is doing. Yeah, this section is going to be very story driven. There's going to be a lot of conversations. I'm not sure how I'm exactly going to keep this as entertaining as possible for you guys. I'm probably not gonna say too much. I'm gonna do my best to keep the conversation going, but at the same time, it's going to be very hard. Maybe I can give some comments here and there, but yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be quite story driven. So if you guys don't like that, then yeah, you might as well just turn off the video right now, because I don't want to bore you guys too much. But at the same time, if you are interested in this game and in this story, then this is going to be a very interesting section as well. Alright, let's just go ahead and check up on Selphie and the rest of the people here. There is going to be a card that you can win here. I think you're gonna have to talk to her, to the woman, to Selphie's friend here. So you've been looking after Selphie. Yeah, let's go ahead and play along with it. Dude, I love whenever Squall shows any form of like affection or like sensitivity, then everybody's like, what the hell is going on, man? I'm pretty sure that eventually she'll be able to play some card games. Maybe we're gonna have to wait just a little bit more here. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. But if you go to the graveyard section here, there's going to be a Timber Maniacs. You can go ahead and pick that up. I think there's also going to be a zombie. Yep. And then you can leave. I don't think he says anything special. Let's go ahead and continue. Yeah, as you can see, this whole school got messed up, which is very unfortunate. If you talk to this guy, I as a kid, I didn't understand what I was doing, but whenever he said like, take this, GF summoning, I always thought that he was going to give me a Guardian Force. But that was because I barely understood English and I didn't know what I was doing. So I was so confused when I didn't get new Guardian Forces, you know? But anyways, here's a hidden draw spell. This is Aura. Aura is going to be an extremely valuable spell that you can pick up. So go ahead and do that. Aura basically allows you to use limit breaks without being low on HP. So you can be max HP and then still be able to use your limit breaks, which is actually really overpowered. But we're definitely going to be using that along the way, especially during the super boss fights. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone here. Like what? I can't stop thinking about it. I can't come up with an answer either. Okay. Why did the sorceress come into the picture all of a sudden? Was she actually waiting for this opportunity? Yeah, I actually don't know. This is something else. I'm not sure if it's better if I actually read out the conversations. If you guys want me to do that or not. I've decided not to do it because I think some people might find it annoying. But yeah, like I said, if you guys do want me to read the comments or to read the conversations, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. That way I can improve these videos. Because I want, at the end of the day, I want to make these videos as entertaining as possible for you guys. So if you want me to read these conversations, I will definitely do that. But if you guys prefer me just to make some commentary here and there, and let you guys read the conversations by yourself, then I'll do that as well. But I figured that probably would have been the best way to do this playthrough, by just letting you guys read the conversations. I think that's better. Okay, so Selfie wants her revenge, which is understandable. I'd want some revenge as well. Yeah, I mean, if there was a way that was, that was violence free, I guess that would be nice, but no one's really doing anything. Yeah, I am curious why she is saying this right now, even though she learned violence herself and she picked up weapons. Like Squall said, she picked up weapons as well, and now all of a sudden she wants to avoid bloodshed, which is a bit weird. But then again, she probably has friends now, I guess. We're on the same wavelength, okay. Okay, so I guess she feels a bit left out, maybe? Like she can't keep up with the tempo. Will we all make it back together? By the way, if you guys can hear me sniffing, I'm very sorry, but I think I'm getting a bit ill. I'm trying to do that away from the microphone, but yeah. And this is actually a part that's going to be very interesting, because here Irvine says that he was in a orphanage, and we will soon find out that he wasn't there all alone. It's probably one of the more interesting parts, even though it's not action-packed. It's still one of the more interesting parts. We're gonna get to learn a lot about the characters and even the Guardian forces. Which is why I said that for people who like action-packed gameplay, this is probably not going to be your favorite episode. But for people who love the story, this might actually be a very interesting section here. Yeah, so here Selfie asks, like, was it a stone house? Because it sounds familiar. And it sounds familiar to Quizzes as well. So you probably can already guess what happens here. Yeah, they were all in the same orphanage. Spunky little Siffy. It is weird. I mean, at the same time, is it really is it really possible? Well, no, they actually explain why it is possible that they have forgotten it. I'm not gonna spoil it just yet because they will explain it in just a few minutes here. But yeah, as you can see, little Zell is there as well. That's so funny, man. Alright, so let's go ahead and follow these guys. And you can already guess who this is. This is Little Squall. Ah, there's nothing shameful about that. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to these, to our party members here. And the lighthouse might sound, it might look familiar to you guys. I don't actually know if we visited Idea's house just yet. I don't think we have. It actually makes me think, did we visit Idea's house already? I don't know, I don't think we have, but we will be visiting Idea's house. And it will all make sense, so. Yeah, so Zell, here we find out that Zell is actually adopted. And guess who that is? That's Cypher, little Cypher. Yeah, even when they were kids, they were still like enemies. Dude, I wish this game had voice acting. I would have loved to hear these conversations, you know? Yeah, but let's go ahead and continue. Yeah, obviously Squall was there as well. Yeah, he didn't turn out okay at all, but I guess that's it's kind of understandable, you know. If you're alone, we're not meant to be alone by ourselves, you know, as humans. So as you probably can already remember, like even in the beginning, we always saw some visions or some snippets of Squall's past in which he says that he's waiting for Sis. And in this section, we find out that Sis is actually alone. And she apparently was also there in the in Idea's house, in the orphanage. Yeah, Zell wants to help her just because she's part of the orphanage gang. Yeah, it's kind of a sad way to find out that your mom and dad aren't really like your biological mom and dads. But at the same time, you know, they're still your parents because they did raise you, so. It is strange. Yeah, so they find it strange that no one remembers it. And I think we're gonna find out why no one remembers it. So Quistis came at the garden at age 10. And considering that I think most of them are the same age. Like I know Squall is 17. And I think the others are also around that age. I actually don't know now that I think about it. I think Quistis is a bit older because she was a teacher. I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, Squall never backs down from a challenge. And maybe she was taking Alone's place or trying to take Alone's place? Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to comment as much as possible. Yeah. Even after becoming an instructor, I couldn't stop thinking about Squall. I thought it was love. I had to hide my feelings because it was an instructor, but I've come to realize it wasn't. That makes a lot of sense. It was my childhood feelings as a big sister that lingered. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, it would have been weird if she fell in love with Squall, right? I mean, is it okay to fall in love with like someone who was in the orphanage with you? I don't know. I feel like it is a bit weird. A misunderstood love. Yeah. Actually, I had completely given up when Renoa came into the picture. Yeah, I would have given up as well. Because the chemistry of Squall and Renoa have is it's out of this world. It must be the same for Cypher. I'm sure Cypher has forgotten his childhood too, but whenever you see Squall, his inner feelings start to boil, and that might actually be the reason why, And here Irvine comes up with a great theory. The price we pay for using the Guardian Forces. Guardian Forces provides us its power, but the Guardian Force makes its own place inside our brain. I mean, I think it's pretty fair. Now she says it's a rumor that the Guardian Force critics are spreading. So if we keep relying on the Guardian Force, we won't be able to remember a lot of the things. Then there's no way Headmaster Sid would allow such a dangerous thing. I mean, Irvine is making a fair point. Yeah, since he didn't use any Guardian Forces up until recently, he remembers a lot more than we did. So it is actually very plausible. Oh boy, she has a confession to make. When I was 12, I went on an outdoor training sessions. I fought a Guardian Force inside one of the monsters I defeated. I junctioned that Guardian Force for a while, so I have experience with Guardian Force too. But you can't remember the name of that Guardian Force. Yeah, we can't simply stop using Guardian Forces. Yeah, without the Guardian Forces, we aren't really much of a threat. Since almost everything that we can do in battle is because of Guardian Forces. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of sad, but Cell did get picked on by Cypher, so I guess it's okay if you forget about that, but at the same time, you know, sometimes the bad memories are also very important. I like the bad memories that I have, I wouldn't trade them in for anything. Because they're just equally as important as the good memories, in my opinion. Yeah, Matron is Idea Kramer. In other words, Sorceress Idea. Yeah. This is all very mind-boggling. I mean, there's so much information being dumped on both the party members and ourselves. It's kind of weird having to face off against someone who helped you grow up, you know, and took care of you. Yeah. Dude, who would have thought that Irvine would actually come up with, like, solid advice and wisdom, you know? It's kind of interesting how every how every choice that we made us come back together. Yeah. It's sad to hear that we have to fight someone that we cared about and valued. But it is what it is. Gifts from the fairies. Yeah, so now we're gonna have to check out Idea's Orphanage. Probably has to do with something that happened in the past, but the past is over, done with. Yeah, even though the past is the past, we're probably still gonna benefit from visiting Idea's house. So I think obviously that's going to be for the next episode. It's going to be another story heavy episode, but yeah, I guess these sections are part of it. Excuse me, we cannot escape it, but it's part of the game, you know. So this episode is also not gonna take too long anymore. You become lost. I think that's what everyone's afraid of. Okay, I wish we didn't have to fight either. I don't think anyone really wants to fight, but we kind of have to, so... let's go ahead and pick up Renoa, and then Selfie. Go ahead and do that. Alright, so... I'm going to leave the airship, and I'm going to end the episode right here. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any feedback, please let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.